We all want to graduate, but we're here for you to make your time at university as fun as possible. This week we're going to have a little tech insider where we discuss some cool cheap tech products as well as some DIY arts and crafts. So let's go. One thing we all love is music. It helps us relax, unwind and boogie on down. This is a Bluetooth speaker by Teotonics. It's portable, lightweight and good. And what's best is it's waterproof. It only costs £12. That's value for money. Or for those house parties where for some reason everybody just stands in the kitchen. Why not buy yourself some cheap LED lights for under £10 and turn your house into a disco? We've seen some cool gadgets, but that stuff all costs money. So this week, we're going to be showing you how to build your own personal DIY projector. Here's what I made earlier. All you're going to need is your mobile phone, a shoebox, magnifying glass, some scissors and tape. To start off with, take the lid off the box and glue together all the messy parts, small bits that are in the way. This is going to make it easier to cut around for the magnifying glass, which is the next stage. Once you've done this, turn the box on its back and cut out a hole the same size as the magnifying glass. Once you've done this, glue the glass into place and make sure you cut around the lid of the shoebox as well, so you don't cover the glass. Now you've got the main part already finished. Now it's time to stand your phone up. And you've got your projector. Now before you start, you're going to want to rotate your phone screen. You can do this on most phones, but I'll use the example here for your iPhone. So go to Settings, General, Accessibility and switch Assistive Touch on. This is going to give you the option to rotate the screen. If you're an Android user, then you'll probably need to download the app Ultimate Rotation Control, which is available on the Google Play Store. Mufasa. That scene always gets me.
It's okay, George. Yeah. Well, you've had DIY and gadgets, now for a current affairs story on student nurses. Cue logo. Now some of you may not know this, but if you wanted to study as a student nurse in the past, then the NHS would give you a bursary for you to study. Now these would be from £1,000 to £4,000 and they're money that you didn't have to pay back. However, in early 2017, they were cut. Why? Well, the Department of Health told the BBC that there weren't enough bursaries to go around and that they couldn't take on that many students. So how's this affected students now? Well, we've caught up with Emma, a student nurse herself, and George Wing's on the scene. Over to you, George.
Hospitals. Something we all need. A busy place at the best of times. I'm here at the Medway Maritime Hospital to meet Emma, a student nurse. Emma, nice to meet you. So can you tell me a bit about what it's like to be a student nurse?
Well, we spend half our year, we do 3 years, it's a 3-year course. So we spend half the time at university and half the time out on placement, sort of experiencing different wards. But so yeah, it's sort of half and half really.
And like, how much time do you spend on these placements?
Anything from, in the first year, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 8 weeks. The last one is a management placement for 14 weeks.
Right, okay.
And then we sort of have a transition period before you go out. Start and sort of work.
So like, that amount of time that you spend, you could have a part-time job or something, but that's just not feasible for you, is it?
I have got a 0 hours contract. Right. But trying to work placement, which is, you're looking at 13, 14 hour shifts. And then trying to sort of work around that. I'm a seconded student, so I know I'm quite lucky that I know a lot of people that are having to run a household and still try and work part-time whilst doing the degree. And it's a full-time course.
Of course. I mean, recently the government's been trying to make cuts on these bursaries to try and get more students in. Do you think that's worked? Has that affected you in a negative way?
It hasn't affected me personally, because the company I work for MCH, they sent me to do my training, so I do get paid monthly for that. But with the bursary cuts, there was, I think it was, we had 226 places open for nursing students, and only about 108 applicants for the Medway campus since the cuts.
Really?
Whereas before the cuts, the year that I applied, there was 4 students for every place.
Yeah.
So it has, I think it has put people off knowing that they haven't got help there.
Well, thanks very much for talking to us, Emma.
No, that's
it was
fine.
nice to meet you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, back to you at the studio, Tom.
Thanks, George. Some really insightful information there from Emma. Looks like bursary cuts really are affecting student nurses. What with they having to do work placements, study, run a house and a part-time job? Well, but that's all we have time here for on NewsGrad. Now, if you have a story for us, don't forget to email us, tweet us, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if your coursework hasn't caused you to gouge your eyes out yet, then I'll see you next time on NewsGrad.